Hello and welcome to the Stephen Leeson Show, with you live at the Scientology Community Centre here in Dublin. Before we start tonight's show, I'd like to pay a special tribute on behalf of the Scientology Community Centre volunteers to a very special friend, counsellor and a homeless activist, Anthony Flynn. During his short but incredible life, he's touched the lives of thousands, especially those most in need in our society. He founded Inner City Helping Homeless in 2013 and since then has been helping the homeless on a daily basis. His work and legacy continues and will continue in the years to come. The lives that he's touched will surely be remembered in his name. The balloons you see next to me are the colours of the Inner City Helping Homeless logo, and tonight you may see those balloons going up all around Dublin and other places in his memory. We also want to say thank you for your work, Anto. We'll always remember you. Rest in peace, Anthony Flynn, and see you on the other side. Now, on tonight's show is the multi-talented and multi-award-winning Bernie Heaney. Bernie is a singer-songwriter from Newbridge, County Kildare. Her early years were spent in Coventry, where she was reared amongst a large Irish community. Bernie's dad was himself a singer and guitar player, and he was a regular performer with local bands and well known as the yodeling cowboy. Needless to say, she grew up with the sound of Irish folk and country music. Her first single debuted in 2014, entitled 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses, and hit the charts for several weeks. Her next big hit, Johnny Brown, reached #1 and remained in the charts for about 6 months. Next came her first album, Dare to Dream. Bernie then quickly followed up with several singles, music videos and 3 albums. She was a founder member of the all-female trio, the Honky Tonk Angels. Her numerous awards include Female Country Artist of the Year, George Jones Tribute Award from the Hot Country TV show, Irish Country Sound Female Vocalist Award, Sunday World Newspaper Country Music Award, and the list goes on and on. Bernie's performances have taken her near and far, including Ireland, the Caribbean, the US, the UK, Denmark and other parts of Europe. She has an album due for release this year. Wow, what a career. Let's now welcome the very talented Bernie Heaney.
I'm tired of moping, hoping, waiting on the telephone. I ought to know by now that you ain't gonna come back home. I'm going dancing, romancing. I'm gonna love every boy inside. I'm out of worry tomorrow, but I'll paint the town tonight. I'm going dancing, hoping, waiting on the telephone. I ought to know by now that you ain't gonna come back home. I'm going dancing, romancing. I'm gonna love every boy inside. I'm out of worry tomorrow, but I'll paint the town tonight. Yeah, I'm out of worry tomorrow, but I'll paint the town tonight. Good evening, everybody. It's great to be live here on the Stephen Leeson Show tonight. I'm absolutely delighted to be invited along this wonderful, wonderful venue here at the Scientology Dublin, up in Furhouse. It's absolutely fantastic, and the staff have really looked after me, so thank you so much. This next song, I felt like I should sing it because she's a hero of mine. It's the wonderful Nancy Griffiths, who sadly passed away this week. So I felt like I really wanted to pay tribute to Nancy with this song, so I hope I do it justice. So if you know the words, this is the Lone Star State of Mind. Phone call took me by surprise. Gee, it's been a long, long time since those hot and humid Texas nights we go swimming in the tide. The Corpus Christi seems so far away, and I'm not talking about the miles. There ain't much I wouldn't give today just to see one of your smiles. I sit alone in Denver. I'm sipping the California wine, and I got all night to remember you. I'm in a lone star state of mind. I just saw John Wayne on the Late Late Show. Save the girl and ride away. And I was hoping as the credits rolled, he'd make it back to her someday. So here I sit alone in Denver. I'm sipping the California wine, and I got all night to remember you. I'm in a lone star state of mind. It's 8,000 miles or more from here to your front door. I'll be there tomorrow if I leave today. I'll just pack up my guitar. You know it's really not that far. When you called, you said I'd have a place to stay. Here I am in Denver. I'm sipping the California wine, and I got all night to remember you. I'm in a lone star state of mind. Remember you. I'm in a lone star state of mind. That was the wonderful Nancy Griffiths. I think I need a little bit more of that track in the monitor there. If you have a little bit more there up above, the sound man. What I was saying earlier, a fantastic venue here. And the wonderful Nancy Griffiths, she passed away. So that was in honor of Nancy. This next song is what kicked it all off for me. I decided to record this song back in 2014 with my good friend Jonathan Owens. And it was for my dad, my late dad. He died about 10 months ago, actually. And I miss him terribly. So I decided to record this song for Dad back in 2014, for just because he was a lorry driver and a singer and my hero. So this is how the journey started for me, actually. So this is 18 Wheels and Dozen Roses. Here we go. This is for all you truckers out there. Charlie's gotta go watch. Don't seem like a whole lot after 30 years of driving up and down the interstate. But Charlie's had a good life. Charlie's got a good wife. And after tonight he'll no longer be counting the days. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on his 4-day run, a few more songs from the all-night radio, and he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. He'll buy a Winnebago, set out to find America, do a lot of catching up, a little at a time, with pieces of the old dream. They're gonna light the old flame, doing what they please, leaving every other reason behind. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on his 4-day run, a few more songs from the all-night radio, and he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on his 4-day run, a few more songs from the all-night radio, and he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. Yeah, he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. Thank you. This next song is for another truck driving song. Actually, this was added, this song, because they split the song up. So I actually do know what I'm... This is called Bobby Mcgee. Like I said, I was reared on country music. My dad was a guitar player and a steel player, and I'm very, very proud of the upbringing I had with country music steeped in it. So this is a little tune called Bobby Mcgee. If anyone knows it, sing along at home. I can hear you. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, heading for a train, feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. Well, now I pulled my old harp out of my dirty red bandana, and I was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With those windshield wipers flapping wild and Bobby clapping hands, and finally sang up every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby Mcgee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I'd done. Every night he kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let him slip away, searching for the home I hope we find. When I trade all my tomorrows for one single yesterday, holding Bobby's body close to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby Mcgee. Let me hear you all singing with me, come on. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, me and Bobby Mcgee. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, me and Bobby Mcgee. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, me and Bobby Mcgee. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, me and Bobby Mcgee. Na 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 na, me and Bobby Mcgee. Ah, that was for all you truckers out there. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I could hear you all singing along. Thank you very much.
Well, what about it, folks? That is Bernie Heaney. And it's great to have her on the stage here next to me. It's my first time actually seeing Bernie live. The last time I met Bernie in person was about 10 years ago down in Killarney. I was supporting the Fury Brothers and Davy Arthur at the time, and we had a bit of a session after. That was the first time I actually heard Bernie singing, and she is still singing absolutely fantastic. As good as 10 years ago, that's for sure. Just to say hello to a couple of people that are tuning in. We've got Paddy Phelan, Maggie Mallon, Lorraine McCauley, Sarah Boland, Anne McCurr, sorry. Anders Koch from Hamburg and Regine Koch. So thank you for tuning in to see Bernie. And Bernie is here now beside me and just back from singing her truck driving songs, as you said. How are you, Bernie?
I'm good, thank you, Stephen.
Thank you for coming along. And I was just saying it was 10 years since I think I saw you in person last. I know we've been in touch over the years. Tell us a little bit about the songs, Bernie.
Yeah, the last few songs are all country songs, pure country songs. Like I said, 18 Wheels I recorded for my late dad. That was how it all started. Because Stephen, I got married very young and I had 3 children. So they were all getting very hardy, and I decided I'd go back into singing and perform. And so I decided to record 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses at Spout Studio in Jonathan Owen's, very well known name in the country scene. And the radio started to play it. I only had recorded it for my dad, really, because I wanted a tribute to him and his lorry driving days and, you know, Rare and Me, and he loved that song. So the radio started to play it, and I had no intentions of doing a full album, but they started asking for more stuff. So I was thrilled and delighted at, you know, coming into it at a sort of a later stage after Rare and the Kids to actually get the airplay and the support, and it's been brilliant, yeah. Isn't
it great to, like, for such a sentimental song to, like, you know, I'd say it's any singers, like, to have a song and then for it to be played on the radio when it means actually so much to you, like, you know, I'd say even the feeling of that, you must have been absolutely over the moon to have it.
Yeah, I was. And then we made a video for it, and Dad is actually driving the lorry in the video, and my mum is actually standing at the door, so it's a real family thing. So it was raging.
Yeah, you told me that today, and I didn't actually see that video yet because I saw one of the other songs and the videos you're doing, like, you know. Yeah. So what about the other songs that you did, and any reason why you chose those songs for tonight or anything like that?
Well, Lone Star State of Mind is Nancy Griffiths, and Nancy influenced all of us. I just think she was wonderful. She was fantastic. And I actually met Nancy in Meath, yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't really realise it was her until she was gone on stage. Isn't that terrible? But I was sitting next to her, chatting to her, backstage, and a lovely lady. Yeah, really nice. Yeah.
Well, that says a lot, even that she was just chatting away to as Norman and the superstar that she was. Like, you know, it's I always remember from a distance. Like, you know, it's funny, even when I heard that she passed away that day, I was singing from a distance to myself. Isn't that just really strange? Yeah. And then I heard it on the radio, I couldn't believe it, but that's cool. And what about the other songs?
Well, Bobby Mcgee is a truck driving song. Yeah. What else did I sing there, Stephen?
What have we got? We've got in your list. I've got Paint the Town, Lone Star, State of Mind, 18 Ways we said, and Bobby Mcgee. Paint the Town?
Yeah, Paint the Town, yeah. Paint the Town's a great old song. And actually, in that video, is my daughters are in that video with me, and we paint the town, and we're having great I love Paint the Town. It was a great jiving song. And when we were all playing and gigging, everyone loved getting up to dance to Paint the Town and to just go mad to paint the town. So it was great, yeah. And I wish we could all paint the town again soon, Stephen, I'm hoping.
Oh, I hope, like, you know, it's like all of us, 18 months since you did a gig yourself, I'm guessing, like, you know, you've got them tomorrow, actually. You're gigging somewhere tomorrow.
I do. I'm in the Well in Moat in Westmeath tomorrow. Yeah, there's a line-up. There's a good country line-up on that tomorrow. So I think the gates open at 5 and the show kicks off at 7. So I'm looking forward to that, weather permitting, and they have a beautiful setup out there. So yeah, tomorrow, everybody in the Well in Moat in County Westmeath, so hopefully see some of you there. It'd be great.
That's cool, Bernie. I'm delighted. Like, you know, it's great to see things going back to normal, slowly but surely, eventually for us. Well, look, I tell you what, because I'm going to be calling you back to find out more about you. This is just to give you a bit of a break, and we get you back on, do another few songs, and then you come back over to me, and we'll dig deeper in and find out a bit more. And we'll chat about the 10 years when I first met you and how things have been since then. Go on, I'll let you back.
Thank you,
Thank you, Bernie. Well, there you have it. What can I say, folks? That is Bernie, as I say, 10 years since I last saw her in person. We've been in contact over the years, of course, through phone and emails and whatnot, like, you know. And actually, I was chatting to her earlier and we were saying, like, we did some of the same venues and gigs ourselves as well. Denmark being one of the places, of all places, like, you know, she did a country festival over in Denmark, and I was part of a trad festival, trad folk festival. So I kind of want to dig deep about that and find out, because we know a lot of the same people. So I would like to hand you back over to Bernie, and she's going to entertain you more for, I think she's got another 4 songs to go, and then she's coming back to me, interview again, and then we're gonna sing an arrangement that we only came up with today, and we're going to do a couple of songs. We said we'd go for 2 songs together. We're going to finish. I'm actually going to get to play on stage with Bernie as well, which I look forward to. Bernie, on to you. Take over.
I'm ready. This next song is my brand new single. It's a really old Irish sad love song, and it's Shannon Golden. It was voted last night on KFM Radio as Song of the Week, so thank you very much to KFM Radio and Liam Kett. So this next song is Shannon Golden. I hope you all enjoy this, and I hope you all sing along with me. Here we go. The cold winds from the mountains are calling soft to me. The smell of scented heather brings bitter memories. A wild and lonely eagle up in the summer sky. He flies high, your Shannon Golden, where my young Willie lies. Do you remember, darling, we walked the moonlit road? I held you in my arms, my love, I'd never let you go. Our hands, they were entwined, my love, all in the pale moonlight, by the fields of Shannon Golden, on a lonely winter's night. When came the call to arms, my love, and the hills, they were aflame. Down from the silent mountains, the Saxon strangers came. I held you in my arms, my love, your young heart wild with fear, by the fields of Shannon Golden, in the springtime of the year. Oh, but that was long ago, my love, and our sun grows fine and tall. The hills, they are at peace again, the Saxon strangers gone. There's roses on your grave, my love, there's an eagle in the sky. He flies high, your Shannon Golden, where my young Willie lies. He flies high, your Shannon Golden, where my young Willie lies. That's the beautiful Shannon Golden. And thank you to everyone down in Shannon Golden. We made the video down there in Shannon Golden, and we also did some of the video down in Kerry in the beautiful Briarder Valley, where there were so many lovely people that we met along the way and looked after us. So thank you so much for everyone who helped us along the way making the video. And thank you to my daughter and to Owen and the lovely little boy we had in the video. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. It's absolutely lovely to have that. And Killian is the name of the little boy. I didn't forget you, Killian. So this next song is The Rose of Allendale. This is actually the reason I met Stephen. I was singing this one night in the Glen Eagle Hotel, and this is, I think, what stopped Stephen, and he loaned me his guitar, and I ended up singing this song for Stephen. So this is especially for you, Stephen. Oh, the sky was clear, the morning was fair, no breath came over the sea. When Mary left her Highland home and wandered forth with
flowers deck the mountainside, and fragrance filled the vale. By far the sweetest flower there was the Rose of Allendale. Sweet Rose of Allendale. Sweet Rose of Allendale. By far the sweetest flower there was the Rose of Allendale. Where'er I wander, to the east or west, no faith began to lower, consoling still was she to me in sorrow's lonely hour. Then tempest struck my lonely boat, and it shook the quivering sails. One maiden fond which stood the storm was the Rose of Allendale. Sweet Rose of Allendale. Sweet Rose of Allendale. One maiden fond which stood the storm was the Rose of Allendale. And when my fevered lips were parched on Africa's burning sands, she whispered hopes of happiness and tales of foreign lands. My life has been a wilderness, unblessed by fortune's gale. One maiden fond which stood the storm was the Rose of Allendale. Everybody sing it with me out there. Come on. Sweet Rose of Allendale. Sweet Rose of Allendale. One maiden fond which stood the storm was the Rose of Allendale. Had faith not linked my love to her, sweet Rose of Allendale. Oh, thank you so much. That's actually my mother's favourite song. I used to sing that in the folk clubs in Coventry.
in the rehearsal on a Sunday morning with all them wonderful musicians, Gib Todd and Pete Bennett, and of course Liam Hinch, who taught me a lot on the guitar, and everybody, Larry Gleason, and all them wonderful people that I grew up with and that nurtured my love for music. So thank you very much. That goes out to each and every one of you out there. And thank you for singing along. I could really hear you. I have to say it's a little bit weird kind of singing to this beautiful big auditorium with about 10 people in it, but I'm pretending each seat is full that I can see all my Facebook friends out there sitting there with me and singing along. So we're going to have some fun with this next one. This was a recent single of mine during lockdown. I did it for a bit of fun. A fella called Christy used to sing this in the Curragh Inn down in Newbridge in County Kildare, Christy Moran. So I stole this off Christy, and if Christy's listening tonight, I know, Christy, you do a better job on this than I do, but I'm going to give it a go. This is the Fox, and I want to see you all singing and clapping and playing along with me. Here we go. Woo, here we go, everybody. Oh, the fox went out on a chilly night, and he prayed for the moon to give him light. For many a mile to go that night before he reached the town. Oh, town, oh, town, oh. He'd many a mile to go that night before he reached the town. Oh, let's go. Well, now he ran till he came to the farmer's pen. The ducks and the geese were kept therein. He said, a couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town. Oh, town, oh, town, oh. He said, a couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town. Oh. Now he grabbed a goose across the neck. He threw a duck across his back. He didn't mind, but quack, 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 and the legs all dangling down, oh, down, oh, down, oh. He didn't mind, but quack, 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 and the legs all dangling down, oh. Well, now the old grey woman, she jumped out of bed. She ran to the window and popped out her head, crying, John, John, the great goose is gone and the fox is on the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. She cried, John, John, the great goose is gone and the fox is on the town, oh. We're gonna take it up. Well, now he came till he went to his farmer's den. There were the little ones, 8, 9, 10, crying, Daddy, Daddy, better go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. They cried, Daddy, Daddy, better go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh. Fox. Well, the fox and his wife without any strife, they cut up the goose with a fork and knife, and they never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh, bones, oh, bones, oh. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh. Enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed that too. That's the first time I've ever sang the Fox out, because being in lockdown we didn't get to sing any of the songs out, so it's great to sing and to have a little go at the Fox. This next song, oh God, I owe a lot to this next song. I met a man called Seamus Shannon, the wonderful, fabulous Seamus Shannon. He was part of the Shannon brothers, and Seamus wrote hundreds and hundreds of songs, and I used to sing this song to my children when they were growing up in the car. So one of the girls said to me, Mom, why don't you just record Johnny Brown? So I said, I will, I'll do it for you. And this is probably one of my biggest hits to date, Johnny Brown. And I went to Seamus Shannon, I met Seamus, and I said, can I record Johnny Brown? And Seamus said, you can if I can play on it. So, God, I was so delighted to have Seamus Shannon playing Johnny Brown with me. It's one of my proudest moments, because he's a wonderful
gentleman, old school gentleman, and this is Johnny Brown, and thank you so much to each and every one of you that keep requesting this on the radio. I'm just always loved singing Johnny Brown. It always leaves them sweating. So here we go with a bit of Johnny Brown. Was a man called Johnny Brown, and he lived alone outside of town in a cottage rough and tumble down by the wild and the rugged mountain. He had a dog and he called him Jack, and he kept some chickens out the back. Played the tune as you went past, that he called Sally Gardens. He travelled far from miles around, and his squeeze box rang in every town for a penny or a shilling or half a crown and a hand from all the neighbours. He played for the lords and ladies all, at wakes, at weddings, big and small, the dancing girls in the village hall. Well, he played the Sally Gardens. Oh, they soon captured Johnny Brown. His world of travel's nearly round. His cottage rough and tumble down by the wild and the rugged mountain. On a stone in a churchyard here in town, Rees, here lies poor old Johnny Brown. His music echoes silent now as he plays the Sally Gardens. Oh, there was a man called Johnny Brown, and he lived alone outside of town in a cottage rough and tumble down by the wild and the rugged mountain. He had a dog and he called him Jack, and he kept some chickens out the back. Played the tune as he went past, and he played the Sally Gardens. So you're ready? Here we go. Mind the dresser. Good man, Seamus. Woo, that was great to do Johnny Brown. I hope you are all sweating at home now, and thank you so much for dancing along.
I'm sweating because I was trying to dance and play along, pretend to play an accordion. Isn't it great to hear country and trad mixed together? Jeez, I'm absolutely loving it, Bernie. It's brilliant. I'm going to be asking Bernie about her latest single, Shannon Golden, as well, and the Rose of Allendale. She has to do one of the best versions that I've ever heard, and 10 years since I heard her singing it, and to hear her live again, it's brilliant. Bernie, come on back over to me. I want to get you. I'm sweating from listening from trying to dance along and play along or pretend to play an accordion. Like, you know, it's brilliant. Like, you know, the last one, and even when I think of the video of that when I was watching it yesterday, like I was the same. I was just getting stuck into it. Like, you know, it's brilliant. How are you feeling? Good.
Great. It's great to be back on stage. I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done Johnny Brown in a long time. I used to play in a place called the Selton, and all down that end south of the country, they used to fly around the floor to that. In fact, they all did down in Co.Kildare, all that direction, and actually everyone loved Johnny Brown and the sweat that used to be pouring out of people. So it's great. Yeah, it's
a great one just to to really give a lift. Like, you know, I'd say it's a great one for a live audience to be up dancing along to. Like, how could you not like that?
Yeah, it was great. And Seamus Shannon, a fantastic songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's excellent. And I met him at the Willie Clancy Festival because, of course, I do a bit of trad as well as country.
Can you believe I've never even been to that festival? Like, you know, of all the years, I've never been to the Willie Clancy Festival. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
It's fantastic, yeah. So I met Seamus down there and I followed him around the room, kept following him around, and I didn't know him. And I said, can I record Johnny Brown? He says, you can if I can play on it. So I was thrilled. It's great.
That's unbelievable. Like, you know, brilliant. A good response to get. It wasn't the response I suppose you were expecting to get.
Yeah,
like, you know.
No.
Shannon Golden is Song of the Week this week. Is that right? That's cool. Like, you know, tell us a little bit about Shannon Golden. How did you come to pick that song as well?
Shannon Golden is a real old Irish love story, sad love story, and I always loved it. When I used to play in the pubs, every night someone would request Shannon Golden. So I decided during lockdown, I'll do a few songs, I'll record a few songs, and I was very lucky. I got a little help from the government grant.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
You were one of the lucky ones.
One of the lucky ones.
If I could shake your hand and say, brilliant, like, you know, it's great to get some sort of support, like, you know.
It is, and I didn't think I'd get it at all because after my dad passed away in October, I kind of said,
sorry to hear.
Yeah, I said, I'm never going to sing again, I'm never going to play again. I just didn't have the heart. And I record now up at Raglan Studios, and the guy that does the recording for me, he said, come on, give it a go. So I gave it a go, and I said I'll put in, and it came back. So I do feel that maybe it was a little sign from Dad saying, stop moaning, get up and keep going, keep doing what you love doing. So I think it was a bit of a lucky break, which is very unusual because I never even win a raffle. So I decided to record all the songs I had been wanting to record but couldn't really afford to. So it was great to get that to help me to do the rest of the album. So
when you think your first song that you said recorded was hitting the airwaves, and then you recorded another song that's obviously sentimental for your dad as well, who so I'm sorry to hear that he passed away. And be Song of the Week then, like, you know, it's strange, but it's brilliant, like, you know, isn't it, that the connection there, like, you know, Dad must be looking down.
I do feel that he's looking down at me, because when the Song of the Week, there was 5 songs in for it, and it's a hard title to get because the songs that are coming out now are so brilliant. And I was absolutely thrilled to get Song of the Week on Kildare KFM. It's like it's huge. It's great. I'm delighted. Yeah. So I do think Dad's looking after me and saying, "Come on, keep going." You know. So you have to keep believing.
You grew up in Coventry, wasn't it?
I did.
You did.
Well, I grew up between England and Ireland. We were always coming home here to Ireland, but Dad and Mum went to Coventry for work, like so many others back in the 70s and 80s. So he was always making a few bob to come home. So I would have travelled backward and forward quite a lot, Okay,
so, and you're living in Kildare then many years, then I say?
I'm back in Kildare 28 years now.
28 years, so that's the local radio station. So to get the Song of the Week on that is like, that's a proud moment, obviously.
Like,
massive,
huge.
It's a huge achievement. Yeah. Tell us about your dad with the yodeling cowboy.
Yeah.
That's what he was known as,
Yeah, he was known as the yodeling cowboy. He used to play in all the clubs and pubs around Coventry and Birmingham, Manchester. And he used to play with a few lads, Larry Gleeson, Liam Hinch, Richard Hinch. They were all Dublin people because my dad was a Dub. And he, you know, the way we all kind of congregate and stick together in our own little, and they used to go around all the pubs and clubs singing and playing. And Dad was the yodeling cowboy. He used to dress up like Slim Whitman and have the black and white suit on, and he was fabulous. That's
cool. Like, you know, when I was reading the bio and all that, like, you know, I was just delighted to hear that as well. Like, you know. Killarney, I have to, like, the Rose of Allendale. I said to your husband there who's watching, I was saying, like, you do one of the best versions of the Rose of Allendale, and that was the song that I launched on my guitar when we were having the session, when you could have a session after a gig, like, you know. Were you just down there seeing the Furies? Were you at the Furies concert?
I was down there seeing the Furies, and I had I actually had the 3 little ones with me, and we were just coming from the swimming pool, so our hairs were all over the place. So we kind of snuck in to the Furies.
You snuck in? What?
Yeah, we did. I snuck in from the swimming pool down out the back door of the Glen Eagle to see the Furies. But I come across this wonderful singer called Stephen Leeson that was doing support for the Furies, and I said, God, he's good. So I kind of sat and I actually fell in love with you that night. And I know my husband's here, and he'd be very jealous. Be careful,
like, you know.
I just thought you were brilliant. And then, of course, when you came out and we were in the green room after I'd put all the children to bed, and we sat till Did we go to bed that night at all?
We were up all night, and we got a few songs out of Eddie as well, didn't we?
We did.
We got songs. It was a great session, and Luke was with them at the time, wasn't it?
That's right.
Luke Crowley.
Yeah.
So we got a few songs out of Luke. It's a memory that I suppose I can't forget, because I was going down there every week for the summer. 2 summers in a row I was going down every week for supporting them. And I think that was one of the only times that we actually had a proper session, like, you know.
Oh, that's because I kept you up all night.
Yeah, it's brilliant, like, you know.
I love a sit-down session.
Yeah.
And even in the pubs around Kildare, like the Fox I stole off Christy Moore, and he was a man that used to come to the gigs, a lovely, lovely man. He used to sing the Fox at the end of the night. And it stuck in my head how everyone loved the Fox, so that's why I recorded that. I'm always stealing songs.
It's another great one. You said you were actually kind of nervous to do that. That was your first time actually playing it, not recording it, but playing it live. The Fox, yeah. It's always the nervous when you do the first. I normally make a mess of the songs if I do it. Like if I learned a new song and then I know the first time I perform it, I'm just going to make a mess of it and get it right the second time. You got it. You nailed it.
Oh gosh, did I? I don't know. Oh well, thankfully I got through it, and the more you sing something, the better it'll be. Hopefully, yeah.
Great.
It's great to have the music kind of be able to be here as well, so thank you for inviting me along. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And over the years, like, I've on and off we stayed in touch over different gigs or whatever, or comment or text or whatever that, you know, and I just thought it was really cool the way you did the same festival for the same organiser for, I have to write I forget his name, Johnny Anderson, when he invited you over, because he told me all about you when I was there in the festival in Denmark. I was going over to play for a trad folk festival, and he told me about you. Were you with the Honky Tonk Girls as well?
I was with the Honky Tonk Angels, yeah.
Angels, sorry.
Angels, yeah, well, we're no angels, yeah. We were called the Honky Tonk Angels, but we had great fun. Yeah, we were in Denmark and it was fantastic. And we fed and watered and never went to bed for 3 days. It was brilliant, yeah. And I have a divil for staying up. But yeah, CC actually made that contact, because CC, Cooper, Lorraine MacDonald and myself were the Honky Tonk Angels. And we had a ball and we went to Denmark. Fantastic festival, wonderful people.
Absolutely, yeah.
Johnny and
Mikkel,
Mikkel,
I think his surname is, yeah.
Yes, he drove us everywhere, and he loved country music himself. So yeah, the really great place to play, wasn't it?
Mikkel, I think I tagged you, and I hope you're watching, because Mikkel is responsible for keeping us up all night singing as well. And he did the same to you when you were there as well. Because all he wanted to do was sing, and have a jam, and that's what we did. It was a great festival. So and thank you, Johnny Anderson, for inviting us out. Tell us a little bit about the Honky Tonk Angels as well, because I know CC as well, like, you know. But tell me about the band. You formed a band, was it?
Did, yeah. The Honky Tonk Angels. Myself, CC Cooper and Lorraine MacDonald. Lorraine MacDonald was in the Conquerors, and her dad played for Joe Dolan for many years. He was a trumpet player.
Wow.
And CC Cooper, of course, is a fantastic country singer and a nurse, actually. She's nursing at the moment. So I found a song I liked, and I needed 2 of the girls to sing it with me. So I just went, I had seen Lorraine and CC up and down the years on different festivals and gigs. So we contacted them, and I say we because my husband's quite involved in the music that I do, so Brian contacted them, and they came on board, and we did one song like before, and the radio started to play it. So thank God for the DJs through all this.
Isn't it great? Like when I was clicking onto your page just recently, obviously because I knew you were coming on the show today, the support of the country artists, because I'm more on the trad side and the folk side, like, you know, which is 2 different genres of music in Ireland for anybody who doesn't know, like, which is really strange, like, and such. But the support that you give each other is brilliant. Like, you're on every radio station. You're tagged in everything all on your Facebook. I know you said you don't do Facebook too much or whatever, but you're tagged everywhere, like, you know.
Yeah, well, thank you.
It's great the support that country singers give to each other. I'm hoping to get more country singers, even through yourself. You mentioned that you might get what was it, Niall Boland?
Noel Boland.
Oh, Noel Boland, sorry. He's coming on the 3rd of September, and thanks to you. So looking forward to hear some more country music.
He's
so thank you for that.
I have to say the Irish country music scene is a big family. It really is a big family. You can ring someone up at 2 and 3 in the morning, and they're there to chat. We really are a big family, because you know, when we go away or we're on shows together, we actually, it's great, you get to chat to everyone. And I was actually doing a gig a couple of weeks ago down in Kildare in Palmerstown House, and I met Philomena Begley and Kathy Durkin and Louise Morrissey and you know, all the gang, and it was great to be able to just chat and yeah, we really are like a family. Because I don't know whether you know or you feel this, as a musician we have loads of acquaintances and people that come to the gigs, but because of the nature of our business, I don't think we actually have an awful lot of friends, as in friends that you can ring up in the middle of the night or you know, do you know what I'm saying?
200% know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, like we meet so many people along the way, but yeah, it's difficult to have a real friend as such because of our lifestyle, because of being out at night time and you don't get to socialise with people. Like, you know, my friends, nearly all of them are just musicians that I just see at gigs, like what you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. And I didn't realise that till lockdown came, actually. I thought, gosh, all my friends are really the country music family and the musicians, you know, and they probably feel the same too. So we're very lucky to have each other and support each other, because I think our industry has been really, it's kind of been decimated with everyone has, but we're still waiting to get back on stage, you know.
You know, it was kind of annoying. So I was nearly annoyed at the way it was being treated. Now I just think it's kind of sad, like, you know, that it's taken this long and it's just not come back, like, you know, because the positiveness of music to help people get through things, that even ourselves as musicians, I always say we're the most sentimental people or emotional people in the world, because obviously we play music because it means something to us and it's an emotional experience. Can I ask you about the Female Country Artists of the Year? You've got several awards.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah, the award shows are fantastic. They run once a year and you get nominated for these awards, and it's absolutely brilliant to get one. It's hard to get one because there's such a lot of competition out there, but it's brilliant to get these awards. And I love award shows because that's another time we all get together to see each other, you know, because we're all gigging, we used to be all gigging all around the country, but on awards nights it's great because you get to meet all the people that come to see you, and you've more time. You're not constantly on stage, and you get to chat to all the others. So it's great to have the awards. It really means a lot. It really, really does.
No, I don't think I'd even get an award for washing the dishes.
Well, most men wouldn't. No, we have dishwashers these days. I'm just wondering about this guitar now. What's the crack with this?
Oh, good question, and thanks for asking. Actually, nobody's actually asked the question, but I normally introduce the guitar at the end of the gig. Darren Kuzma, who's here, he's on cameras today. He came up with the idea and just he asked me, we were trying to come up with different ideas, and Darren was like, what we do, we maybe get something that a musician or entertainer could give us and we could put on the set and have it there the whole time, and we were kind of playing with that idea. And then he was just like, have you got an old guitar or whatever that? So it's actually my son's guitar that he doesn't use anymore and doesn't play guitar anymore. So I was like, okay, let's make value of a €50 guitar, I suppose. So we've had, not everybody, but we've had quite a lot of people since we started doing it. I just see there's several signatures on it. I got them all to date and sign it, so I need to get you to sign it before you go as well. Like, you know, so that's the idea. Like, you know, just it's a collector's item at the minute, you know.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. It's lovely. It's a good idea. It's a great idea.
That's cool. It's great. It's great. Yeah.
And you could raffle it off for charity or something at the end if you wanted.
It's going to become very sentimental for me, like, you know, to give that away. Like, you know, it might have to be for a charity or something. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Like, you know.
It's lovely.
Oh, thank you. Just about so Shannon Golden is now released, and where can people get it?
Yeah, Shannon Golden is released. It's available for request on all the radio shows, and also you can get it on iTunes. You can download it, and I'm not a good computer person at all. I like the old hard copy. So it will be actually out on my new album. But you can request it on all good radio shows. You can actually give me a private message on Facebook if you want me to send you a copy of Shannon Golden. It'll be on the new album and on iTunes. Yeah.
When do you expect to release the new album, or have you narrowed it down?
I don't know yet. It's hard to know. I'm waiting on how things open up again, and how can. You can't really gig a new album if you're not gigging, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is release singles that are going to all be on the new album eventually. Yeah, they're all done and dusted, because, you know. But I think I'll just keep releasing singles, and it's a very Irishy flavoured album. This one is, so. Yeah, all the songs that I've always wanted to sing is on this album. Lots of sentimental songs, Danny Boy. I better not give all the album away, but yeah, all them lovely old Irish songs.
That's great, yeah.
That, you know, I feel, you know, they should be brought back to life again. Yeah.
I'll buy a copy when it's out. Make sure you let me know. I'll be following you, Bernie. For anyone else who's following Bernie, just click onto our page on Facebook page, Bernie Heaney. You have your page for following, and obviously your personal page. But Bernie, I was saying to people, to everybody earlier, we've come up with an arrangement for a song. We've decided to do 2 songs together, which is really interesting. I'm kind of nervous to do them because of the arrangement that we're doing. We're going to change keys from one key to another, which is G to D, which is a huge difference. We're going to do Raglan Road and Whiskey in the Jar.
Yeah.
we'll go on and do them. And thank you very much. It's been a pleasure and lovely interview with you. And it's great to just chat with you and hear your music. It's fantastic. Let's go make some noise again. Will you?
And thank you to everyone here at the Scientology Centre in Dublin. It's absolutely fabulous. I want to come back and do a gig and bring all the country music family here and do a gig here. It's fabulous. Absolutely.
I want you back, definitely.
Yes.
We want you back. So come back for it. We'll arrange it when things open up and we're going to have music inside. This is going to be the venue that we're going to definitely do things in, like, you know, especially the capacity that's 1,050 seats, like, you know.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant. And thank you so much again for inviting me on. It's great to catch up with you and be sitting. And I know we're going to do songs together and we're very sober, but we'll get through them, don't
That's
worry.
right, we'll get through them. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant, let's go. Let's do it.
Go.
Thanks a million.
Raglan, no,
Oh, we're doing Raglan Road first. Once again, thank you, Bernie, and it's a pleasure to actually now be on stage next to you and perform a couple of songs. It's a pleasure.
This is Raglan Road. Yes, Raglan Road is in G. On Raglan Road, on an autumn day, I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare that I might one day rue. I saw the danger and I passed along the enchanted way. And I said, let grief be a falling leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we walked lightly along the way of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I not making hay. And I love so much that by such is happiness thrown away.
I gave her gifts, a love the mind. I gave her the secret signs that's known to the artists who have known the true God of sound and stone. And word and tint I did not stint. I gave her poems to say, with her own name there and her own dark hair, like clouds over fields of May. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly. My reason must allow that I have loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angels, the clay lose his wings at the dawn of day. We did it.
Mr. Stephen Leeson,
I nearly went wrong when we went to the key change. I nearly went off the wrong direction.
No, you
we
didn't.
got there.
You only think you did. No, it was fantastic. Wow, you still have it, Stephen, that beautiful voice. Gosh, I fell in love with it 10 years ago.
No.
Sorry, Brian.
No, thank you, Bernie.
Okay, I think we're going to step it up, are we? I just want to say thank you so much to all the crew here and to Stephen for having me here and to each and every one of you for tuning in there on Facebook. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Stephen. Here we go. With the whiskey in the jar, do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, you started.
I think for old time's sake, we'll do whiskey in the jar. What do you reckon?
Definitely.
Yeah. Here we go. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountain, I met with Captain Farr and his money he was counting. For I first produced me pistol and then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver for you are bold deceiver, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
I counted out me money that made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, I brought it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore she never would deceive me. The devil took to lie and she never will deceive me. Whishering of a dill-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Was early in the morning, just before I rose to travel, up come Captain Farrell, and likewise Captain Farrell. Well, I first produced my pistol, but they'd stolen away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
If anyone blame me brother's in the army. I don't know where he's stationed, in Cork or in Killarney. And if he go with me, we go over round Kilkenny, I'm sure he'd treat me better than me only sporting Jenny. Whishering a-ma-dill-a-ma-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whishering a-ma-dill-a-ma-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Thank you.
Bernie Heaney, folks. Thank you very much, Bernie. Bernie,
Thank
absolute
you.
pleasure. Thank you, and we'll see you again when we come back and we get that festival organised.
We will.
Folks, thank you once again for tuning in. Don't forget next week, tune in, same time, same place. And we have a 5-piece band on next week. So 7 o'clock Friday. See you then. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.